Hey everybody, welcome. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I have something new that I am going to be sharing with you. I'm going to be bringing you different crypto leaders that I respect because I want to give you a different perspective from just mine. And so I want to share their top projects with you. So I had to start with my sister from another mister. She is such a good friend of mine, and I've come to respect this young lady so much that I just had to have her on first. So I will introduce her to you as we go. But of course, before I do anything, I always got to give you a chance to read this disclaimer. All right, guys, let's get to it and do it. And what I want to do now is just bring on my sister really briefly. She is actually a leader in this crypto industry. She has a select group of about 40 investors that she kind of leads. And then she has an even larger group where she just shares certain projects with them. So I was really excited that I know she's also really busy. So I was really excited to be able to get her on the show so she can share some of her top projects. So with that being said, let me bring my sister on. Sierra, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me again.
Believe me, it's my pleasure. And we're going to get right in. Let's go ahead and let's start with your number 3. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1. She has 3 projects that she's really excited about. And once again, as we always say, this isn't financial advice, and we are not financial advisors. Only invest what you're willing and able to lose, and always do your own due diligence. Just because we like a program doesn't mean it won't go down tomorrow. So we always want to, whenever we're in this area, we always want to be careful. We always want to use risk management. With that being said, let's talk about your number 3 is AFRIQ. So tell me a little bit about this program and what is it that you like about it?
So it actually started back in early January, maybe like January the 2nd, and I actually took a couple of days to jump on, and I brought my team on like January the 5th. I am super excited that I brought the team on. The reason is because the platform is very simple. It's one plan. The plan is 1.65% a day that you make, and there are 5 days where it actually increases the percentage, and I want to say it's from the 28th through the 3rd of the month of the next following month, that each of those days it increases the percentage, and then for the next 25 days it go back to the 1.65 percentage. I have to tell you that, working with a grassroots project, you're going to experience issues, right? So many people sign up for this project. This system gets so overloaded where there's times that you can't even get into the system. It just gives you an error and says, please try back later. But I can honestly say that the transparency with the leader and the leader team in the chat has been absolutely phenomenal. So I'll continue to support it. It's been going on since January the 1st. Again, my team jumped in on January the 5th. So now we're in March, going on April. So it's going on almost over 2 months, going on 3 months now. So I'm really impressed with it. So that's my number 3.
All right. And so you answered one question that I always want people to know is what do they offer per day or for whatever period of time is for a profit. Now, what is the minimum to get started with this platform?
The minimum is $50. So you have to have at least $50 to start, and then the withdrawal is $51 because there's a dollar fee. So the expectation is really not the push withdrawal. The expectation is to manually compound, right? So really just let your money build up, and once you get to the $51, you withdraw and you put it back into the system so you can have more and more. So that's really the goal here.
All right, I love it. All right, with that being said, let's go to your number two. Tell us about your number two platform.
All right, my number two platform is Cornelia 12. Cornelia 12, better known as C12, as known as the king of HIP industry. Okay, it is a 12% a day, Monday through Friday for 12 business days. One plan only. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And the object is for you to continue to withdraw, and you're withdrawing your principal and you're withdrawing your earnings the same time. You're making 12% profit, 44% profit over the 12 days. It's just that simple. It has been going on for 120 days. Okay, I repeat, 120 days. So my team came on in December. It started back in November, and we have not missed a payment. It has not missed a beat. So it is absolutely phenomenal, and that is my number two.
All right. And I just got to say, this is one that you've shared with me time and time again. And I was like, nah, it's already, I just don't, this, that, and other. I was always into different things. And I finally got on this one just because I kept seeing it deliver. I mean, it was just consistent. It was just delivering day after day, 120 days online. 120 days online. And like I said, I think this is probably the most underrated platform right now. Of course, we don't know how long any of these platforms are going to last, but just because it's not really known, there are a lot of other platforms that get a lot of more notoriety and a lot more people talking about them. But this one right here is, has really impressed me. And I've just been in it, a little over, a little under a week, and just the professionalism, the way that the platform is set up and everything like that, that has really impressed me. In the way that it's really just laid out. It's just really, really laid out well. And so I like that about this particular platform. So we know about the 12% that it gives per business day. And so we want to make sure we understand that 12% per business day. Of that 12%, some of that is your deposit. So you're not getting 12% per day profit. So at the end of the 12-day cycle, you're going to get 100% of your deposit back and 44% profit. So we want to make sure that that's very clear. So let's go to the deets. What is the minimum to get started?
It's a little bit, it's chump change to get started, Sean. It is $12. That is gas. That is lunch money. That $12, and to make 12% a day. I mean, come on. That's phenomenal. That's the minimum. And the minimum withdrawal is $1. I repeat, the minimum withdrawal is $1. So you just cannot beat it. It's nothing out there comparison as like it. It is the hands down the best HIP program that I have ever seen.
All right. And with that being said, that leads us now to our not our number one program, but to my sister's number one program. Here it is. Oh man, she's been in it for a minute, so I can't wait for her to talk about this. I just did a video about this, but this is my time to talk. So sis, tell us about this particular program and why it's your number one.
Well, let me tell you something about my number one. My number one is not a HIP program. It is a long-term program. So if you are looking for residual income, when I say residual income, I mean money coming in every week. This is the program for you. And this is why it's my number one program. The name is FUNDSZ. People call it FUNDSZ. People call it FUNDSZ. People call it FUNDSZ. I mean, it's all kind of names out there. You can call it what you want to call it. But what I can tell you is that it's been paying every week for over 200 and something days. Okay, I repeat, it's been paying every week consistently on Friday for over 200 and plus days. My team is coming up on a year on this project, 1 full year, and the earnings have been phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. It's 3%, anywhere from 3% to 315% to 320%. I mean, it varies. It just depends on the several factors of what percentage you will lay out for the week. What I now do is I pull out only the commission. The commission amount comes out and I withdraw that. But the rest of the money I just keep restaking and keep restaking, which is really compounding. I'm manually compounding. Actually, it's automatically compounding for me. It's not even a manual process. I just the system that does anything. I don't even touch it. Actually, I just pull out my withdrawal and it just automatically restates the money for me. So if I have $2,000 this week, I get a 3% earnings, then it automatically restates that 2,000 plus that 3% for the next week. So maybe the next week will be earnings on $2,030. And so it'll stake on that, and then it'll automatically take the earnings from that week and put it on to the next week. So I don't do nothing but watch it. And I love to watch it. And the chat is very professional. JP is a professional, absolutely wonderful CEO. I had the opportunity to talk to him one-on-one and throughout the project. We've actually been in business for 6 years. I was like, what? He said, yeah, we've actually been in business for 6 years, but we really didn't go public until about a year ago. So we've been making money for 6 years. So, I mean, I was like, thank you for sharing it to the public. We really appreciate it. Again, if you're looking for something consistent, if you're looking for something that you can consider as residual income and you don't even have to touch the system, FUNDSZ is the place to be. So that's all I have to say about it, Sean. It is absolutely my number one. It would be, and my top three don't change as far as level wise. It would be this same top three in this same space, in this same view every single time.
All right. So there it is, guys. The top three from Miss Sierra. Wonderful. Thank you, sis, for jumping on with us. And like I said, I would definitely be having her on more to talk about not just these three, but just talk about some other projects that she is in. And I certainly appreciate her. And sis, how I know you run an incredible Telegram group, one of them, not the private one, but how can they get information on the public Telegram group?
Okay, so the public Telegram group is open to anyone. It is you initially come in as in the channel, and in that channel, what I do is just post updates about anything crypto. It's not even just about these three projects that we're currently participating in, but it's anything, everything crypto. Just recently we saw that Bitcoin drop and it dipped, and we kind of have some statics and some statistics behind what do we think is going on and how what do we think is the next move for that. So I will send Sean the link. Hopefully Sean will post it in this particular view, where I have a public channel where you can just see things similar to what Sean has, and then I have an open chat room where you can actually just talk about what you see and just voice your opinions. And the only restriction is that we ask that you remain positive, and if you have an opinion, give, if you have anything that you dislike about something, have a solution. What can make it better? What do you think can make it change? That we're always looking for solutions, always looking for things that we can do better. So the public group and the channel group, Sean, you can post it into this particular this video, and anyone will be more than happy to join any of those programs and also just talk about what's going on with crypto as a whole.
All right, guys. So there it is. So much so appreciated. And what I will do, I will definitely post both of those links in the description and comments of this video. And what I will do is also, this is not about me, I want to expose you to other leaders. I'm in a couple of the programs with Sierra, but I'm not going to post my link because that's not what it's about. It's not about me. I'm going to also get her link from her for these. If you want to join any of these projects, any of these three, I'll have her link in the description, as well as my way of saying thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. And as I said, guys, these are some incredible programs, but every program has an end. Every program has an end date. So always use caution. Always use caution. And always use your own best judgment, and definitely do your own due diligence. With that being said, this is Sean, and make sure you watch this next video as we go in more detail about C12, one of the ones we just talked about.